sorry, I don't know what to say.
You thought you could get away with it right under my nose, but you don't know who you're dealing with, Kate.
When she was angry, she kept calling me Kate.
Fraser had an affair with Kate.
You told me that you had never felt like this before. But now I would like the truth, Fraser. Please.
Thanks for coming in. Have you had any more cramps since your scan last week?
No, everything's bright as rain, we hope.
Since last week, I've had a chance to look at the scan, and I'm afraid we've picked up something.
Hold on, don't say there's something
Trent,
wrong.
let him finish.
You've heard of amniotic band syndrome?
What is it?
It's where part of the lining of amniotic sac comes away.
And in this case, 2 bands of tissue were wrapped around your baby's legs, which means circulation to her feet is affected.
So what are we looking at? Club feet?
I'm afraid it's a bit more serious than that. If left untreated, she could lose them, or worse.
But this is fixable.
I can operate in utero.
Bloody hell.
Well, a similar operation was carried out recently in the States with great success. This really is the best option for your baby.
But there are risks, right? I mean, opening Cindy up and...
There are risks with any surgical procedure, yes.
Premature labour?
Risk of infection, miscarriage, respiratory distress for your baby.
This is our little girl, you know? I mean, all the crap we've been through to get this far. She's our last chance for a family.
Which is why we have to do this, Trent. For her.
The longer we leave the situation, the greater the risk of amputation when she's born.
We're not going to let that happen. Giving her the best life we can, that outweighs the risks.
I'll let you talk about it for a few moments. If you do decide to go ahead, I would clear my schedule and operate tomorrow.
Wait. We'll do it.
I'll do everything I can to ensure the best possible outcome for your baby.
There you go.
Thank you, darling.
Okay. If you're asking if I've ever been unfaithful to Deborah, then yes.
So you have had other affairs?
One. Just one.
Fraser, it doesn't matter how many. The fact is, you lied.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm not that man of honour. I don't make a habit of cheating on my wife.
In my heart of hearts, I was hoping that Galen was wrong. That I am so naive, so stupid.
No, it was a mistake. One that I've had to live with.
I have to go.
Yvonne.
I need some time to think. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Deborah. I'll see myself out.
Fantastic. I see front page headlines. I take it your trip south was successful then? It was, but we weren't discussing that. Chris is about to take on an in utero operation for amniotic band syndrome, the first of its kind to be performed in New Zealand. Sounds impressive. And it's happening right here. I smell a media stampede.
I have 2 very worried parents and a baby girl who could face life in a wheelchair. They're my priority.
Of course. But still, kudos to you, Chris.
The surgery could take up to 14 hours. I'll need 3 teams. I don't have enough staff in the SRDU, so I'll need the best people from the surgical department as well.
Availability dependent, of course. I have surgery scheduled too, Chris, but you can have whoever's free.
That's not going to work. I need the top people.
And they shall be yours. Won't be too hard to reshuffle your staff, Ethan?
I hope Fraser appreciates what you did today. I've looked after Alzheimer's patients, and it is not easy.
No. Not easy at all. You're both going to say, I told you so.
What's happened?
I found out today that Fraser is not quite the saint I thought he was.
What did he do?
There was another woman. Before I came along, he had an affair.
When?
I didn't stick around for the details, Tanya.
Mum, I'm sorry. But at best you know now. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Excuse me? I didn't mean you. People can learn from their mistakes, Maya.
Some people, but look at Mark.
Mark was... We all know what Mark was.
How do we know that Fraser isn't the same?
Stop it. The both of you. This is my problem.
What problem? Walk away.
Oh, like you did with Jay? Shut up. I'm sorry, but it's relevant. She hurt you, but you gave her another chance.
We had a history. It was worth fighting for.
Oh, and what Mum's got isn't.
It hasn't just started.
Well, it wasn't like he cheated on Mum, and maybe he just...
Listen. Enough. For pity's sake, I'm sorry I said anything now.
All quiet on the home front while I was away?
Sure. Sophie's new lesbian playmate moved in, but otherwise,
Sorry?
Roz. Maya dumped her, so Sophie thought she could stay with us. She was supposed to ring you, but she obviously didn't.
Well, I was flat out, so she probably couldn't catch me. But it's okay with me if Sophie wants a friend to crash for a day or two if she needs it.
Are you okay with her experimenting with bisexuality?
What? Oh, come on, Hunter. Sophie's not like that.
Isn't she?
No.
So all lesbians wear dungarees and have spiky hair, do they?
Hey, come on, don't get smart. Sophie is 17. She's into clothes, makeup, and boys.
Boys? Like Angus the Tourette's kid and Tane. She's never been into your normal kind of straightforward guy.
Hunter, look, if Sophie were curious, which I know she isn't, does it really matter?
Not if she genuinely feels that way. But I'm pretty sure this is all about her attention seeking. Okay, she's flirting with this girl like a champion. Alright, she's leading her on and she may get herself into a situation that she can't handle, Dad.
So she has a friend who happens to be gay. When did you get so narrow-minded? You certainly didn't get it from me or your mother.
Parity 4 patient, no live births, 27 weeks gestation. Baby's developed amniotic band syndrome. 2 bands of tissue are constricting circulation to the baby's feet.
I've read about something like this. You use a telescopic needle with a laser and electric current to cut the band around the baby's legs, right?
Right on the money.
It sounds like an amazing surgery. I'd love to see something like that.
Oh, your wish is granted. Would you like to be my scrub nurse tomorrow?
Seriously.
Seriously?
I'm scheduled to work with Ethan. We have a total hip joint replacement and a shoulder reconstruction.
Ethan has given me his blessing to have my pick of his staff.
I should probably still check. Can I get back to you?
ASAP. We're on tomorrow.
Call the men in white coats. I'm committing you right now.
What?
Passing up the surgery is madness, Morgan. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Your loyalty is admirable, but if you ask me, Ethan be damned.
Maybe they're a bit much.
Hello, it was my idea to go with the whole sex bomb look, and I think they look amazing. You'd never guess I was still at school.
Exactly.
Well, you wanted to go for the whole sexy, sophisticated, exciting woman look. I mean, if I saw these pictures in a magazine, I'd be queuing up for one of your designs. Goodbye, Ferndale. Hello, Milan.
Hey, sold.
Evening, ladies. Hope you're hungry.
Yay, Dad.
Yay, I'm home, or yay, I bring food?
Both. Oh, Roz is staying with us. I hope that's okay.
Yes, Hunter filled me in, and that's very okay.
Thanks so much, Miss Mackay. It's not a cool time to be house hunting with my portfolio, Joe.
Stay as long as you like, and please call me Callum.
What do you think of these, Dad? Look out, Kate Moss, eh?
Treat, what are you doing back here?
Cindy's been admitted for surgery tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, is she okay?
There's something wrong with the baby.
Not amniotic band syndrome.
Well, how did you...
Dr. Warner's just asked me to assist. I'm so sorry. But we've got the best surgeons on the case.
Yeah, that's what Cindy keeps telling me. You got time to visit? I mean, she'd love to see you.
Of course.
Hey there.
Morgan's going to assist in your surgery tomorrow.
Really? That'd be great.
It's not definite yet. I still have to check with my HOD.
It would have hurt me so much to know you were there.
Then I will be, for sure.
We wanted to show my designs in an artistic
Roz,
and...
she is 17 years old.
And she can speak for herself. Look, I chose to pose like this, Dad, and I like the way I look.
And I need to give my permission for you to appear in these photographs, and permission is denied.
It's too late.
If your dad says no, then...
Roz's portfolio is due tomorrow. She doesn't have time to reshoot the photos. Stop being such a fascist.
Do not speak to me like that.
Hunter be in that sexual health campaign, and it was Threesome City.
I did not give my consent for Hunter to appear in that campaign, and your mother and I had to bail him out, and it gave him no end of embarrassment. Do you want to suffer like he did?
That won't happen.
Not another word. I want these photographs destroyed. End of discussion.
Cindy and Trent are really keen for me to be there. Plus, it would be amazing seeing an operation like that firsthand.
And it might be last chance for a while.
You mean if I go away?
Well, how many incredible surgeries are you going to see being the nurse companion for an old man?
Dr. Pierce, Chris has asked if I could assist in an in utero operation today.
I know all about it. Knock yourself out.
Thanks so much. You'll be okay for cover?
That's sorted. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, you must be very proud.
Certainly am.
I'd like to take his pioneering surgery and stick it up.
Ouch! Sore loser. Not a good look.
Any mail?
Yep, just a second.
Yvonne, how's my favourite patient doing?
Impressing Becky with my incredible recuperation.
Good to hear.
You do look much better, actually.
And I'm feeling it too. In fact, I'm thinking of coming back to work next week. Maybe we should have a cup of tea and talk rosters.
Brain check. I think there's somebody who wants to see you.
I remembered you had your physio appointment. I was hoping to see you. You haven't returned my calls.
I've had a lot of thinking to do.
Have you come to a decision?
Just one. I need the full story. I need to hear all about your affair.
It's okay, mate. We'll look after you now. Get a BP and I'll need an ECG.
Sure thing.
Good work on the Torna case. So, what happened exactly?
We were going out on the boat. I thought Hank had untied it, so I started to move her out. But he wasn't finished. His hand.
His hand got caught in the rope, and when it tightened, it wrenched clear off, right?
I've got it here.
Well, nice work.
90 over 65.
Yeah, page Ethan.
No need. Where's Mr. Endo?
I've got a more urgent one for you, mate.
You can say that again.
So, do you reckon you can reattach it?
Is the Pope Catholic?
Your dad might be okay about these ones. They're boring. It means I can still have my portfolio in on time, and that's what matters.
Hey, let's post all the photos on my blog. Show Dad we won't be censored.
No, I don't want to upset him any more than he already is.
Oh, stuff him. Hey, let's go out tonight. What's the name of that club you and I went to?
No Man's Land.
Yeah, let's go there. Really stick it to the Nazi.
No, so if you want to stir up trouble with your dad, you're on your own.
Ah, Luke. Just the man I was looking for. How do you fancy a hand reattachment?
Oh, thanks. Mine worked fine.
25-year-old male, nasty boating accident. His quick-thinking friend kept the hand on ice. I believe there's an excellent chance for a successful reattachment, and I could use an anaesthetist of your caliber.
Sorry, but I'm otherwise engaged.
Ah. Chris is in utero surgery. Well, your loss.
It's a complicated procedure. Have you performed it before?
I've assisted. And I've reattached the patient's fingers under supervision.
There's a big difference between operating under supervision and going it alone.
Atkins is assisting. And besides, you have to take the plunge sometime. I think I'm up to the job.
I'm sure you do.
I smell testosterone.
He thinks he's top dog. I'll show him.
It's not about you or Chris. It's about the poor guy who needs this op to be a success.
I'm 100% for the patient, Alice. I'm not going to let him live his life a miserable wreck.
What?
My dad lost his arm in an accident. He went from a vibrant, hard-working, ambitious man to a shell. He had to give up his job, couldn't hold on to his marriage. He got depressed, ended up drowning his sorrows in bottles of bourbon.
I'm sorry.
If this kind of surgery had been around his day, it could have been a different story. Lucky for Hank, eh?
Lucky he has you as his surgeon.
I already told you that before Deborah's diagnosis, I'd pretty much given up on my marriage. But what I didn't mention was
That there was a third party.
I met Kate when I was playing touch. I took it up as a distraction, a way to get out of the house. Away from Deborah's terrible moods, her irrational behaviour, the long silences. None of my male friends understood. They all complain about their wives. Bloody women, can't live with them, can't live without them, hardy-ha. Kate actually listened. She empathised. She sympathised, and I was lonely. No, I loathed myself. The more Deborah put up these walls, the more I longed to be away from her, so I told her. I told her I was leaving and that I'd met someone else.
Oh, my Lord.
She was gutted. She was surprised, hurt, bewildered. I remember saying to her, you know how unhappy we are, but she didn't. That was the thing. She didn't realise. She really didn't realise what her behaviour was doing to me, to us. Then the diagnosis, and that was that. I couldn't leave. I ended things with Kate, and I haven't seen her since.
Hard for you.
I missed her. I realised she was just an escape clause. A friend at a time when I desperately needed one.
A friend, like I am now.
Oh, no, Yvonne. I never thought I'd find real love again. Real, surprising, head over heels love. Until I met you.
It's a dangerous return to active duty for Carrie in brand new Homeland.
Keep her on a short leash. That was the plan.
I didn't want her here in the first place.
Tell me what you know about happenings here. He's meeting my husband tomorrow, here in Beirut.
Your role is more important than ever now.
I'm not your guy. I'm a congressman. You get that, right?
Everyone here is worried this will end with ambushed American soldiers being dragged through the streets of Beirut.
See it first. Homeland, Tuesday at 9 on RTE2.
Always look for local Irish milk with the NDC mark.
And you can follow their journey online, on mobile and on RTE2 FM.
Proud sponsor of MasterChef Ireland.
I haven't been in theatre for so long. Nah, it's like riding a bike. But working with Ethan for 8 hours? Don't let me near the scalpels. I don't know what I'll be capable of. Hey, Mum, is everything okay?
Better than okay. I just want to let you know that Fraser and I are off to the Coromandel for a few days.
Oh, hang on, what happened?
Well, Fraser explained everything. It was a very stressful and difficult time in his life, and now he feels nothing but remorse.
So that makes it okay.
Anytime you want to get off that high horse, Maya. Good for you, Mum.
Thanks. And don't worry. Fraser and I have agreed to take things slowly.
Good idea. You never know when you'll start feeling remorseful about you.
Don't listen to her. Have a lovely time, Mum.
Okay, a special welcome to Maya. I know you haven't been in theatre for a while. Just shout out if I go too fast.
I'm sure I'll keep up.
Listen to that. You're in for a treat, ladies.
Which opera is it today?
That's Faust. Scalpel.
Faust? It's about a doctor who sells his soul to the devil, isn't it?
Sold yours yet?
Okay, looks like we've got a 50-50 chance of reattaching at best. The blood vessels and nerves might be too damaged.
Shoot, do you think they are?
Hard to say at this point.
Well, when will you know?
When my scrub nurse shuts up and lets me concentrate. Oh, damn it! Pick it up.
Are you okay?
Fine.
Hi, Mr. Mackay.
Hi.
I was wondering if I could show you these. They're much less revealing, and Sophie looks 17, and Stina... Do you mind if I use them?
You go right ahead. I just wish the others had been like this.
It was bad judgment on my part.
Yes, Sophie can be very persuasive, but you must remember she's quite young and immature. She doesn't think things through.
I get that now. She wanted to stick the other photos on her blog just to be a rebel, I guess.
I hope you didn't agree to that.
Of course not.
Good.
This is all of them for you to get rid of.
Thank you.
Look, I'm really sorry for all the trouble that I've caused. I'm going to be moving out this afternoon.
Well, I don't want to think that you'll be sleeping on the street.
Oh, there was a flat advertised on student radio. It'll be good for me to hang out with people my own age.
Time?
3 hours gone.
The tissue's only viable for another 3. We've got to work faster. Damn! What happened? I fractured the distal aspect of the ulna. It's not good. It's fine. I've got it under control.
What do you need?
Just give me a second to think.
We could page Chris. He hasn't gone into surgery yet.
Good idea. No, I told you it's under control.
I'm paging him.
Stay where you are.
There's no shame in asking for help.
I'm in charge here. You do as I say.
I'm sorry, no. Dr. Warner to operating room 4, please.
Taxi's on its way.
What's going on?
I found a flat.
Cool, I'll come check it out when you're all sorted.
Actually, so things are going to be really full on with my course starting and
Right.
That'll be my taxi. Thanks so much for your hospitality, Mr. Mackay.
You are extremely welcome, Roz.
See you.
Catch you around sometime, eh?
Your hospitality. Yeah, right. You embarrassed her, you were rude to her, and you drove her away.
Hey, she was only ever going to stay for a couple of days until she found somewhere else.
Did anyone ask you?
Sophie, if anyone drove Roz away, it was you. You made her feel very uncomfortable with your little plan of revenge, posting the photos on the blog. You have a lot of growing up to do.
Really? Well, I don't have to do it here, do I? I could go to uni in Oz, be near Mum. She'd give me my independence, she'd understand.
If you did that, you would put your mother's life in grave danger. Only a stupid little girl would think of doing something like that.
Chris is on his way. And I can have this finished before he gets here. And you, Maya, you won't get away with defying a surgeon.
I did what I thought was best for the patient.
What's the problem? I'm having deja vu.
Nothing. The situation's under control. Maya has wasted your time.
I'll be the judge of that. You haven't drilled the holes deep enough in the ulna to secure the compression plates and ensure adequate alignment of the bones. No wonder it fractured when you tried to insert a screw.
The holes look deep enough to me.
Misaligned bones can result in flexion contraction of the fingers post-op.
You're right. I'll fix it.
How? Right, step aside. I'll take it from here. Stand at draw, please.
Well, tonight on One, we look at the life of actor David Kelly through the eyes of his children and friends in Clough at 7:30.